Kamusta po kayong lahat? 저는 송중기입니다. 이렇게 초대해 주셔서
Lovely viewers, gather around because today's update is one of the most talked about stories on social media right now. If you've been following the whirlwind of events surrounding Lee Min-ho, Song Hye Kyo, and now Song Jung Ki, then you know this drama has layers deeper than anyone could have imagined. Just when fans were still celebrating the surprising and heartwarming news about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo welcoming their baby, Song Jung Ki decided to break his silence. And trust me, what he said has left everyone gasping. Sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into this hot story together because every detail is worth your attention. First, let's rewind a little. Not too long ago, the entire internet was buzzing when Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, two of the biggest names in the Korean entertainment industry, revealed that they had become parents. It was a joyful moment for their fans, who had been shipping the couple since their rumored romance began. The announcement wasn't just big news. It shook the entire entertainment scene because many never saw this relationship coming. People started sharing clips, edits, and heartfelt congratulatory messages all over social media, making this one of the most viral celebrity stories of the year. But in the midst of this celebration, there was an unspoken question lingering in the minds of many. What does Song Jung Ki think about all this? Remember, he was once married to Song Hye Kyo, and their love story was something fans adored before it sadly ended. For a long time after their divorce, Jung Ki kept things private and rarely spoke about matters related to his past relationship. But now, after the baby news between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo went public, fans were eagerly waiting for his response. Would he ignore it, subtly react, or come forward with something unexpected? Well, the wait is over because Song Jung Ki finally broke his silence, and his words are now the center of conversation everywhere. According to insiders and reports flooding fan communities, Jung Ki spoke during a casual interaction with fans at an event. While he didn't mention names directly, the meaning behind his statement couldn't have been clearer. He said something along the lines of, "Happiness is different for everyone, and as long as someone I once cared for is smiling, then that's enough for me." Those words immediately went viral, and fans started interpreting them as his response to the baby news. The internet practically exploded after this. Some fans praised him for showing maturity and grace, calling his response classy and heartfelt. Others, however, couldn't help but read deeper into the tone, wondering if there was a touch of sadness hidden behind those words. After all, Jung Ki had shared a big chapter of his life with Hye Kyo, and seeing her start a family with someone else, especially someone as high-profile as Lee Min-ho, must have stirred emotions. What do you think, lovely viewers? Was this a genuine expression of support, or do you sense something more in between the lines? Adding fuel to the fire, just hours after that comment started trending, Jung Ki updated his Instagram with a photo of a sunset and a caption that simply read, "Some things change, but life goes on." Fans immediately connected the dots, and the comment section went wild. People started asking, "Is this about Hye Kyo?" Others flooded the post with messages of support, reminding him that he deserves happiness too. It's amazing how just one simple post can spark a storm of speculation in the world of K-drama fandoms. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo have been staying quiet, focusing on their little family. No official statements have been made regarding Jung Ki's comment, but fans can't stop comparing the past and present of this love triangle that seems to keep pulling everyone's attention. Some even brought back old videos of Jung Ki and Hye Kyo during their drama days, adding emotional captions like, "Life moves on, but the memories remain." The nostalgia is real, and fans are divided. While some are rooting for everyone to live happily in their new chapters, others can't stop wondering if Jung Ki might still hold feelings deep down. What makes this even more interesting is that some sources claim Jung Ki has been focusing on his own projects and personal happiness, avoiding any unnecessary drama. But with these cryptic comments and social media moves, people can't help but think he's subtly addressing the situation. And honestly, can you blame fans for being curious? This is not just any celebrity story. It involves three of the biggest names in the Korean entertainment industry, and their intertwined histories make it almost like a real-life K-drama. Now, here's where I want to hear from you, lovely viewers. Do you think Jung Ki's words were purely about wishing happiness, Or do you think they carried a bittersweet tone? And what about that Instagram post? Was it just a random thought, or a subtle message about moving on after big changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is far from over, and your opinions matter in making sense of this emotional roller coaster. One thing is certain. This saga shows us that even in the glamorous world of celebrities, emotions are real, relationships are complex, and moving on isn't always simple. Jung Ki breaking his silence after the baby news adds another layer of depth to this ongoing story. And I'm sure this won't be the last update we hear about it. So stay tuned because things are getting more interesting. Lovely viewers, before we dive deeper into this continuation, let me first say a big thank you to all of you who have been engaging in the comments section. Your thoughts, opinions, and speculations have been absolutely amazing, and I love how invested you all are in this story. Now, let's pick up right where we left off because things have gotten even more intense since Jung Ki's cryptic comments started making rounds on the internet. So, after that heartfelt statement and the Instagram sunset post, fans thought that would be the end of his indirect response. But no, just when people started calming down, Jung Ki surprised everyone with something even more personal. He posted a video on his fan platform where he thanked supporters for standing by him and shared that he's been reflecting a lot lately about life, happiness, and love. While he didn't drop any names, the timing of that video made it impossible for fans to ignore the connection. People immediately started screen recording the clip and sharing it across social media with captions like, "This is definitely about Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho's baby news." And here's where it gets even more interesting. A few eagle-eyed fans noticed that in the background of Jung Ki's video, there was a small photo frame turned face down on the shelf behind him. Normally, this wouldn't mean much, but longtime fans remember seeing a similar frame in one of his old interviews, where the picture inside was reportedly of him and Hye Kyo during happier times. Could it be that he deliberately turned it down because of the recent developments? Or is this all just coincidence? The debate on fan forums has been non-stop. Some say it's a clear sign that he's trying to let go, while others believe it's proof that the memories still linger no matter how hard he tries to move on. Meanwhile, let's not forget the reaction from Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo's side. They've been completely silent about the whole thing. No acknowledgement, no indirect quotes, nothing. It's like they've decided that their priority is their family and not the noise surrounding them. But that silence, it's making the internet go wild with curiosity. Fans are like, why aren't they saying anything? Are they trying to avoid drama, or is there something more going on behind the scenes? Every time Min-ho posts a picture of a coffee cup or a sunset on his Instagram stories, people swarm his comment section asking if it's a response to Jung Ki's remarks. Oh, and wait until you hear this. There are rumors going around that Jung Ki has been getting offers for interviews from several top media outlets since his statement went viral. These outlets reportedly want him to open up more about his feelings on the baby news and his current relationship status. Will he accept? That's the big question now. If he does, you know it's going to break the internet because fans have been longing for closure, for clarity, for some kind of definitive answer from him since the divorce. And now, with this baby news creating a storm, an interview would probably be the most watched segment of the year. But here's another twist, lovely viewers. Just hours ago, some fans noticed Jung Ki liked a fan comment that said, "No matter what happens, you'll always be loved." Does this mean he's feeling overwhelmed by the current buzz? Or is it his way of quietly thanking his loyal fans for staying by his side during this emotional period? Whatever the case, one thing is clear. This entire situation has reopened so many feelings for the fandom, and people can't stop talking about it. Now let's talk about you, lovely viewers. Imagine being in Jung Ki's shoes for a moment. Someone you once shared a life with is now starting a family with another person, and the whole world is watching. Do you think his reaction so far shows strength and maturity? Or do you think it's masking deeper emotions he doesn't want to reveal? And what about Hye Kyo and Min-ho? Do you think they'll eventually address all this speculation, or will they keep focusing on their happiness and leave the public guessing? Share your thoughts because this is where the conversation gets even more exciting. As the days go by, fans are already predicting what could happen next. Some believe Jung Ki will go completely silent after this to avoid further drama, while others think he might drop another subtle post that fans will spend days decoding. And let's be honest, we all know how these things go. Sometimes it's the smallest detail, like a song lyric in a caption or the color of an outfit, that sends the entire internet into detective mode. So, we'll be keeping our eyes glued to his socials for any sign of the next move. Lovely viewers, this story is far from over, and I promise to keep bringing you every single update as it unfolds. But for now, I want you to tell me, do you think this entire situation could lead to a reconciliation of some kind, even as friends? Or is the past firmly in the past, and this is just a bittersweet moment of acceptance for Jung Ki? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments, because your opinions make this conversation so much more meaningful. And before I wrap up, let me say this. The world of celebrities may look glamorous on the outside, but deep down, they go through the same emotions we all do. Love, heartbreak, moving on, these are universal feelings. And seeing it play out in such a public way reminds us that even the brightest stars have their vulnerable moments. So let's keep the discussion respectful, supportive, and full of love, because at the end of the day, everyone involved deserves happiness in their own way. Stay tuned, lovely viewers, because I have a feeling the next update on this will surprise us all. Until then, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more exclusive content, and share your thoughts below, because this conversation is just getting started. As I was saying, this conversation is just getting started, and the more we dig into this, the more layers we uncover. Right after our last discussion, something happened that completely reignited the buzz. Social media detectives, you all never fail. People started analyzing Jung Ki's Instagram sunset post in detail, zooming into the reflection on the glass window in the picture. Can you believe some fans claim they saw what looked like a tiny photo frame silhouette in that reflection? Immediately, fan forums lit up with theories saying things like, "He still has their memories around him," while others countered with, "Come on, it could be anyone, don't overthink." But that's the power of fandom energy. Nothing goes unnoticed. Now let's talk about how Jung Ki's fanbase has been responding, because honestly, it's been emotional. So many fans are posting heartfelt messages under his recent photos, writing things like, "Appa, stay strong," and "You deserve happiness too." Some even started a trending hashtag always with Jung Ki, which climbed up the charts on X, formerly Twitter, within hours. Isn't that beautiful? It shows just how much love and loyalty he still has from people who admire him not only as an actor but as a person. And let's not forget the emotional edits. Fans are creating videos of Jung Ki's past happy moments with Hye Kyo, set to nostalgic songs, and adding captions like, "If only time could turn back." Those edits, they hit right in the feels, lovely viewers. But here's something that's making this whole thing even spicier. An anonymous insider recently shared with a Korean entertainment blog that Jung Ki has been offered roles in 2 upcoming dramas, and both roles are romantic leads. Imagine that. If he accepts, fans will definitely be watching his on-screen chemistry with whoever the female lead is, comparing it to the chemistry he once had with Song Hye Kyo. Do you think that would make things easier for him to move on, or just stir up more feelings? I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. On the other side, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo continue to keep things low-key. But do you think that's calming the storm? Absolutely not. Fans are dissecting everything, from Hye Kyo's outfits in her latest brand campaign to Min-ho's choice of emojis in his captions, trying to decode their state of mind. Some say the couple looks happier than ever, while others speculate that the pressure from public opinion might be weighing on them behind closed doors. It's amazing how invested everyone is in their happiness, but it also shows the kind of spotlight these stars live under every single day. And then came the real kicker. A fan account claimed to have spotted Jung Ki at a cafe in Seoul recently, looking deep in thought with a notebook and pen. Immediately, fans started speculating. Is he writing down his feelings? A letter? A diary? A script? Some even joked, saying, "Watch him turn this into the most emotional drama storyline ever." Can you imagine if this entire experience inspires his next big hit? That would be such a full-circle moment for him, don't you think? Lovely viewers, this brings us to an emotional point. How hard must it be to see someone you once loved deeply start a completely new chapter, especially when that chapter includes a child? For some, it's closure. For others, it stirs up memories that never really fade away. Do you think Jung Ki is completely at peace with it? Or do you sense there's still a part of him struggling to process this? Honestly, when I look at that sunset post again, something about the timing and the words "life goes on" feels layered. Almost like he's telling himself to keep moving forward even though it's not easy. What do you think? Am I reading too much into it, or do you feel the same? Now let's flip the perspective for a moment. How do you think Lee Min-ho feels about all this? He's stepping into fatherhood, enjoying his new family life, but he also knows that the world is talking about Jung Ki's reaction. Do you think that bothers him, or is he the type to completely block out the noise? And what about Hye Kyo? Do you think she ever anticipated this much attention on her personal life again after everything that happened in the past? These are real questions, and your opinions matter because this story isn't just about headlines. It's about emotions, choices, and the complexity of moving on. Lovely viewers, this continuation is only the beginning because trust me when I say this, what's coming next will blow your mind. There are whispers that Jung Ki might make a surprise appearance at a major event soon, and if that happens, the media frenzy will be off the charts. Will he address the rumors directly? Will he smile and move on like nothing happened? Or will we get another subtle but powerful statement from him? We'll have to wait and see. Before I sign off this part, I want you to drop your predictions in the comments. Do you think Jung Ki is really okay? Or is this just the calm before another emotional revelation? And how do you think Min-ho and Hye Kyo are handling this storm in silence? Let me know because your voice keeps this conversation alive and vibrant. Lovely viewers, stay tuned because I am not done yet. This story has so many twists coming, and I promise to break them down for you with every detail, every emotion, and every angle that matters. So hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and keep the love flowing in the comments because this journey, it's far from over.